Myanmar government has defended its handling of the situation in northern Rakhine State, saying its troops are conducting a legitimate security operation to crack down on terrorism. Now, top Myanmar officials, the state councillor Aung San Suu Kyi and her national security advisor, also blamed a campaign of disinformation that they said were being spread around the world that was affecting people's perceptions of what was truly happening there. Myanmar, however, has so far resisted calls to allow international monitors or journalists unrestricted access to parts affected by the violence in northern Rakhine State. Now, the National Security Advisor also disputed the number of Rohingya refugees who've crossed into Bangladesh in under 2 weeks, saying the government estimate puts this number closer to 20,000. This is a far cry from the latest UN estimate. Now, already camps at Bangladesh are being stretched to breaking point, with humanitarian agencies saying they are desperately in need of shelter, food, basic necessities and medical supplies.
Vivian Tan is the Asia-Pacific spokeswoman for the UN's refugee agency, the UNHCR. She's in a refugee camp in Bangladesh and says she's heard some harrowing stories from new arrivals.
They risk a very dangerous, roughly 5-hour journey on the rough seas of the Bay of Bengal just to try and make it to Bangladesh. When they arrive, I mean, these people are so weak. Some of the women were just collapsing on the shore. Others were trying to carry their babies or the children onto shore. It was just so disturbing, so dramatic a scene. I think the UN has been consistent in insisting that the root cause of this displacement and this crisis has to be addressed. And we've repeatedly discussed with the government and are still discussing with the government about ways to look at citizenship issues, to promote intercommunal dialogue, but most importantly, of course, the current violence between all parties has to stop. And on this side in Bangladesh, we are doing whatever we can to pull all the stops and provide life-saving support to the people who continue to come in.
UN War